Hello from a spectacular day in the Suffolk countryside. I'm sure a few of you will have watched the video. It's got to be a few months ago when I went to meet Joe from Lobo Cycles. That's their custom Harley Davidson shop in the Suffolk countryside. After meeting Joe, I had a chat with him on WhatsApp, and Joe casually said to me, "Do you fancy doing a ride to the Arctic Circle?" I, of course, never want to turn down an opportunity, so I immediately said yes. And that's pretty much where we are now. Behind the scenes, somewhere over in that direction, about a mile away, Joe has been busy planning away the trip, and today I'm going to go and meet him, have a catch up about what this trip that I'll be a part of is all about. And also, Joe is building a custom Harley Davidson specifically to ride from here in Suffolk all the way to the Arctic Circle. Great to be back.
Yes, nice to have you.
Thank you so much. I filmed a little intro in it's a stunning day today, the Suffolk countryside.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Tell us the plan for the trip.
Yeah, so we're gonna ride to the Arctic, leaving here, going through the Netherlands, up through Germany. We'll take the ferry from Kiel to Oslo, and then we'll meet our Norwegian guide there. And then we'll take the western route up until the road stops.
We're going up to pretty much the most northern part of Norway. This is properly, I checked on a map yesterday, this is into the Arctic Circle, isn't it?
Correct, yes. It is as far as you can get within Europe.
How many riders, how many miles, what kind of bikes are we doing this on?
Let's start with the last one. It's a mix of bikes, so you'll be on your Triumph, I think. Dan will be on his Scrambler, and then we'll have George will be on his old shovel. I will be on a full custom build, which is going to be painful.
George's year, what year's his?
I think that's a 72. We'll ask him later, but it's an old bike. Full custom for me that we're still building. I'll show you later. And then Panda, we still have to figure the bike out for. And then we have a Dutch friend of ours, and he's riding a Softail, Harley. So it'll be a mix of basically Triumph and Harleys.
Accommodation? This is so one part of it.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be doing some wild camping in Norway. And the guys at Wingman, really nice company, a UK company, has partnered up with us, and we'll be using their gear to stay dry and warm during the trip, which is going to be fun.
I love this. Yeah. This, just so you know, this isn't rolled up as tightly as it will go, but in essence, we've all got some of these really nice old school feeling tents, aren't they?
They're awesome.
I'm so curious about this because I was chatting to Danny about it, but I haven't seen you in a few months at least. Yep. What could we encounter here with regards to the weather, any wildlife? What's it going to be like?
Yeah, so that can be anything from a leisurely 15 degrees Celsius when we get up north all the way down to freezing and sleet and rain. We'll know the closer we get to that date. There's a window of 4 months where you have the best chance of decent weather, and we're in that window. So it may be super comfortable to a degree, but we may be riding in shit weather the last 2 days, and then we need to return. So that's another 2 days riding back in whatever nature throws at us.
Being on such a range of bikes, we're going to have, and we'll show it downstairs, your custom, an old school Harley, my Triumph. We're going to have George downstairs, who I'll show, looking after the bikes. He's one of your mechanics, so hopefully he'll be able to manage everything in case we have anything up to kind of mid-level serious breakdowns. Yeah.
George is a partner in the shop. And he knows he's forgotten more about bikes than you and I will know ever, which is good. Knows everything about Harleys, but has a good knowledge of Triumphs as well. So hopefully your bike, which won't break down, will be in safe hands with them.
It sounds like when you first proposed this to me, I immediately said yes, but I thought it's the trip of a lifetime. You never know when an opportunity like this will come along where you can do something like this.
No, sometimes you have to scratch your soul a little bit. You know, sometimes you need to do something that's slightly uncomfortable. Because we may get cold, our friends at Goldtop reached out and said, you know, maybe it's a good plan to help you guys out with some warm gear.
This is just a huge box of Goldtop gear. It's about an hour away from here. I filmed their headquarters, lovely British brand.
Yep.
And they do really nice like merino wool and stuff like that.
Yeah, so jumpers, base layers, and again, local company, really nice guys, great collaborator on this. Feels more like they're partners than anything else.
We're leaving in two months or so.
Yep.
Your bike needs to be pretty far along the line.
It's getting there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like flirting with where I thought it would be. I thought maybe you'd just be doing the final few touches. It's not final few touches yet.
No, we've got another bike that's going to a show in South Africa, and that needs to be in a crate in 2 weeks. So that bike has priority over the Arctic bike. But as soon as that bike is done, which is by the end of this week, I'm fully on finishing the Arctic bike because I need to put miles on that bike because I don't want to get stranded somewhere halfway and have George laugh at me. So we need to dial that in.
Joe.
Yes, sir.
You don't have long for this. Like, this is very much still in the project stage. Just tell me about the bike and what you need the bike to do.
Yeah. we can hear George laugh in the background. So it's a stainless steel swing arm frame that we built in-house. So none of this is chrome, this is all stainless, which, you know, will hopefully not deteriorate in the climate that we'll be in. The engine has been built by George, so it's shovel head cases with speed and signs built up. So all this stuff is billet aluminum. We have Invader wheels on them.
Are you going for looks first and foremost, comfort or reliability? Because this has got to cover some proper mileage. What's first and foremost?
Well, normally I would say it's a good balance between form and function, but given that we're going to the Arctic, I would have probably been better off on just an adventure bike with a big ass fairing in the front, because this won't have a front fender nor a fairing. So
this is it. You're not going to have any more protection than this.
No, a gas tank, but that's it. Yeah. So it's quite bare bones. So we'll see how much I'm going to dislike it, but and we're pretty far along. It looks like there is still a bunch to do, but we're getting there.
After, Joe, how many miles of riding, honestly, do you predict that you're going to be in agony for this?
I don't think that the riding is going to be... I mean, this is a good seat, and Paul Cox, an American builder, made the seat for us. And there's suspension in the frame. So that part I'm not worried about. What I'm worried about is I have no protection up front. So if it rains or if it's cold, that's going to be gnarly. Which, again, is great having the right gear to keep you warm, but even so, that'll be interesting.
I remember last time I came here, you all pride yourselves. I mean, these look like custom bikes that should just be in someone's sitting room and never being ridden.
Correct.
But you pride yourself on these. These are proper bikes that can be ridden as much as anything.
That's what we're doing.
So I've seen the tank size, final thing. How far are you going to be able to go on one tank of fuel?
I think I will have to stop about every, what do you think, George, every hour?
I reckon you'd struggle getting more than probably 60, 70 miles on the tank. Maybe more than that if you're cruising, but
not more.
I don't know, mate.
No.
Good job my bike's like a super tanker, really, with extra oil.
Well, we'll have a chase vehicle that will have the petrol with us, so I can wherever I break down, we'll throw more petrol in and we'll be fine. In Norway, you can't ride that fast. It's not allowed, and you're screwed when they catch you. So we gotta stick to the limit there.
So if this makes it
Yep.
all the way up to the Arctic Circle and back, this is an incredibly good advert for a bike that really looks like it should just be a custom bike in a sitting room. The fact that it will have got up there and back, amazing.
Yeah, and hopefully, given that it's all stainless and aluminum, it's a matter of cleaning it up and it'll look like it did before the trip. But that's all wishful thinking.
Will this be your personal bike once you finish the trip? Or will you sell it?
Everything's for sale, although I end up not selling these that much, George.
Mark, so the motorcycle world is. Can't help himself.
I'll take this bike to a show in Spain. Old and Proud is a really cool show in Spain in September. And this bike will go there. And then after that, it can go. So what do we have going on? The bike we just spoke about. Next to it is the bike that went to the finals of the Built Well People's Champ in California. That came back and we're doing a few mods to it. Customer's bike over there, which you'll recognize style-wise is kind of our custom style. The Scrambler we're building for one of our customers with a real nifty swing arm in there. Working on a customer's bike. This is a kind of a blast from the past, I'd say.
Yeah, it's been built about 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years ago. I mean, I think it's just a starter motor issue basically and a couple of other little bits and bobs.
So is this, George, is this basically what the custom scene looked like about 20 years ago or so?
Yeah,
it's
this is
like
it.
a time warp thing.
When you had Orange County choppers, all that kind of stuff, fat wheels, big bikes.
I mean, this is significant. Yeah, exactly. It gives you a frame
Ridiculous. Honestly, what's one of these like to ride? Is it a handful?
Yeah. Not particularly well, they don't really go around corners because of the width of the tyre. And I can't really reach the controls even. The guy who owns it is quite a big lad compared with me, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's a blast from the past.
Exactly.
I love that. I love
And they are coming back into fashion almost, because custom bikes are a fashion thing.
So if we walk through the shop, we're building, this is more of a West Coast style chopper. This one, guy wanted it dark and black, like the Abyss, he said. So I think we'll succeed. Custom seat done locally. East County Customs, I think they're called.
Guy called Tom, very good.
Very good, makes good seats. We've got a bike that's going to go to a show in South Africa. This frame, a stainless steel frame made in-house. A friend of mine, Alex, is building the sister bike, also based on a shovel head. And the trick bits on this bike are the carbon wheels, because that's normally what you see on more modern race bikes. We have our own carbon fenders. We built our own carbon gas tank.
The most insane bit here, that is
Yeah.
crazy to see a carbon gas tank.
Yeah.
It makes, in theory, no sense on a heavy bike like we were saying. It's just an
Not at all.
exercise in what can be done.
Yeah, carbon velocity stack. Swing arm made by my friend in South Africa that we modified with a little bit of engraving on the inside here.
Oh, the attention to detail is phenomenal.
Panda made titanium exhaust,
This is
which
your
is
work.
yep, super lightweight. How much did that weigh? Do you remember? 1.1 kilos. For the whole, all the headers, including the can. It's
1.1.
1.1 kilo. Paul Cox seat for some comfort.
And
then
that's a bit more padded than I thought it would be.
it's nice. It's
Yeah,
nice.
it is.
Yeah, and then you have, of course, the swing arm frame, which gives you a bit of bounce.
That was a very nice opportunity for me to get an update on the trip, because this is something I've known about probably for about maybe 3 months, I think, since we agreed to do this trip. And just seeing the different products coming. We've got hood jeans for everyone, we've got gold top for thermals and other bits of biking gear, and of course we've got Wingman of the Road for the tents. And just seeing everything start to come together, and Joe building his bike, and meeting for the first time Aaron there as well, and George, who I've seen before. It's nice just to see everyone and start getting excited about what will be, I'm sure, it will be the trip of a lifetime. I'm incredibly excited for this. I'll wrap it up there, because I'm off now to meet Monica in Ipswich. I dropped her off at her flat just before I went to meet Joe, because we're doing some work on LIBERTATIA. We've got to order some new books, The Lost Biker Stories, which are almost completely sold out. Do some quality checks on some of the tool rolls to make sure we're ready to add a new batch to our inventory. And also, we've been doing this for ages, so I don't want to say too much because everything seems to take longer than we expect, but we're working on another product, so we're going to have a look at a few prototypes for that and have a play around with some sizes. So thank you everyone so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a brilliant week all, and I'll see you all in the next one.